What's up, OG, triple OG?
It's your
OG,
man.
triple,
Y'all already know what it is.
OG.
Yo, we rocking with Corey today. So, without further ado, let's get to the video.
But taking advantage of the fact that the brother is here, Tariq, I saw you online. You was talking to a couple of people who says disparaging things about black people. And guys like, I can't think of the brother name. He looked like he got black in him. Look, he seemed like a younger brother. I forgot what his name is, and it really doesn't matter. And Stephen A. Smith.
Oh, God.
He says disparaging things about black people.
Yeah.
And I just want everybody to know, once again, the new way to talk about black people is to hire a black person to talk about them.
And you know this, man.
The people in charge, they don't want to have to go through the withdrawals that come with talking about black people and they're not black. So they hire a black like Stephen A. Smith.
That's who the hell you calling Snowball, horse boy? I'll snatch your black ass off that nag down here in the mud so fast make your head.
Steven.
To talk crazy about black people. So y'all don't be shy. Listen, I want to say to everybody who talk crazy about black people, yeah, black people have major issues, but don't act like you don't know why black people got major issues. When you come home from war, my brother, Gorgeous Drake, he made a good point. He was talking about when the people came home from war, they had some type of syndrome they had came up with them. Because when you go to the army at one time and you come back, they don't expect you to fit into society easy.
Nope.
One time I was talking to this brother in Orlando, and it was a Caucasian man, and he was talking about how he was an ex-soldier in that last war they had in Iraq or whatever. And he was talking about he went to a basketball game when everybody jumped up and was clapping, he had to get out of there because it ignited something inside of him. Well, he said, I was getting in war mode. It wasn't safe for himself or other people.
Yeah.
People have different type of reactions to what they've been through.
Trauma, yeah.
I want to say, whether you know it or not, because a lot of people act like they don't know it, but they know it. Black people been through a lot in this country, man.
You're gonna learn today.
So when you talk about black people, you talk about the people who are not represented by the people who are in charge of this country. So it's easy to sit at your computer and talk crazy about us, but it's not easy to sit up in our face and talk crazy about us. That's what I want you to know. So if you got a problem with black people, Stephen A. Smith, and you worried about what your white boss gonna think, okay, you can talk crazy when you at your little computer desk and all that, but I don't see you talk like that when you in front of brothers. I see you smiling and cheesing like you're supposed to so you can remain safe. I know you got your little fat, light-skinned bodyguard. I know who that dude is. I see him. I don't know if y'all ever saw him. Stephen A. Smith got a little fat, light-skinned bodyguard.
Do you see Stephen when he goes to those games kind of strutting around in his suits?
Yeah. Because he's a goofy. That's what we used to call him in Chicago. Somebody like Stephen A. Smith, we'd be like, man, you a goofy. He actually think he's somebody because he has some money. But yeah, I want to say to all of the people around the world, when Stephen A. Smith come on TV, man, you really can't expect nothing but that. But he's been hired to do that by his boss. You know what I'm saying? If you were a proud black man, there's no way you can dog out black people. And then when Dana Smith slapped his wife in front of everybody, say, that's my friend and he just made a mistake.
Exactly. Did you hear his OJ rant?
To remind yourself of the responsibility we have. I'm not blaming any of the folks there in the audience. They didn't know. And even though BET is owned by Paramount, it's still BET. Black folks everywhere, all up in there. And that's what we celebrate. We, as a community, are going to be held accountable for that. Subliminally, subconsciously. People going to look at us with raised eyebrows and think as a community, oh, you down with that? You cool with that? That's what you celebrate. The collective whole is what matters. Not one individual. God rest his soul. God will deal with him because God knows what he did and what he didn't do. It ain't for me to judge or anybody else to judge. But We saw what we saw. The trial was televised. His actions and his dismissiveness and disassociation and distance from the black community was self-inflicted. He created that. He wanted nothing to do with us. Where's this affinity for him? Where's the evidence that he ever gave a shit about us? I just don't understand. And I think that when it comes to something like that, you got to guard against that. I'd love to know if Tia Mowry knew anything about that. Because had that been me, and they asked me to MC that segment, and I saw that OJ was a part of it, I would not have done it.
Yeah, I didn't hear
When
it
OJ
all, but
passed?
I saw some of it. It was very...
Yeah, OJ, they BET did a tribute. They were showing the people who passed, and they put up a picture of OJ, and Stephen flipped, like, why would they do that? And that's gonna make all of the black community look bad. And he just did a whole rant about that. And people are like, hey, dude, OJ was innocent. He was found innocent by a court of law. And what you're doing, Stephen, is basically just showing out for white people. You're not saying that for the benefit of the black community. You're getting paid to say this stuff.
Right. I mean, fuck it, man. Listen, we ain't stupid. I'm talking about everybody who out here in the streets. We know what's up. OJ Simpson was a motherfucking dope fiend. He partied hard. That bitch he married was a dope fiend. She partied hard. Except when it was over, she was still bringing motherfuckers to the crib. But I'm telling you, from what I saw of OJ and the information Craig gave, I don't think OJ pulled it. I don't think he was capable of pulling it. When I saw OJ, he couldn't even walk.
Yeah.
I'm curious if he would act the same way if they put Bill Cosby. When Bill Cosby passes, I wonder what he's gonna.
That would
what
be
is
interesting.
he gonna say? His reaction to that.
He's gonna say whatever his boss tells him to say. What'd you say, Craig?
Play it
He's
safe.
not an athlete, so I don't even think he would say nothing disparaging.
Bill Cosby is an athlete.
I mean, he ran on that one episode of the Cosby Show. You know what I'm talking about?
Bill Cosby
He ran bitches.
used to take that pussy with a smirk. Like, come here, bitch.
He was a pussy, gold medal pussy taker.
Jesus.
No, I ain't. I'm making a joke out of all this, but I'm just saying, man, we know who the people are who go out and try to make us look stupid, like we supposed to say, oh, we ain't. But the truth is, we are. Most communities get their culture from us.
Yep.
That's the fact, Jack. That's the fact, Jack.
The worst is the female rapper. They just whore and more whore.
Do I smell a whore?
And more respect.
That's what I'm ashamed of. Most of our female rappers. I ain't gonna lie.
Female rappers gotten dookie,
You know,
man.
the problem is, man, there's no balance. We've always had hoish rappers. In the 90s, we had Lil' Kim and Foxy Brown. Nobody tripped on them because at the same time, we had Lauryn Hill, and Lauryn balanced that out. Now, we don't have a Lauryn Hill no more. We just got Glorilla, Megan, Sexy Red, and that's all we have. There's no balance whatsoever.
The whole brothel staff.
Yeah.
I gotta say, Megan.
It's some things that Corey said or some questions that he asked. Why do blacks have major issues? I mean, where do I start? I mean, I can't start, you know what I'm saying, like 400 years of slavery, the crack epidemic, segregation, lynching, racism. I mean, I can go on and on and on. But black people been through a lot. You know, it takes a lot for a people who've been through so much and still going through it. And then, you know, you got people like Stephen A. Smith to, you know, I can't say the word on here, you know what I'm saying, they'll flag it. But for him to be dancing for his boss or whatnot, you know, or trying to impress his boss and put down his people or whatnot, it's like,
Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
man, what type of man are you? I really don't deal with him no way because of the fact that he do, you know, talk bad about his people. And when somebody else of another nation do something, you know, he ain't, it's crickets, or he's sorry and, you know, he apologized and all that stuff. And it's like, man, come on, man. You know, this right here, you know, as far as this subject, I really got some things that, you know, we can talk about, but I don't want to get into it, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of it is controversy. You know what I'm saying? And it'll, you know, ruffle a lot of feathers. And, you know, I got another channel for that. But, you know, a lot of people don't want to hear the truth. A lot of people don't want to hear what happened to black people. A lot of people want to say, oh, that's in the past, forget about it and this and that. And, you know, but it's like, nah, man, you know, we traumatized and, you know, we need help. We need reparations, you know what I'm saying? And me, myself, I believe that we'll never get it.
Nope.
We'll never get reparations. He talked about, you know, him going in on OJ and talking about that by them doing that on BET for OJ, that it's giving black people a bad name or whatnot, or that's making us look bad.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man? Bro, I'm out, man. That nigga's tripping.
And just like they said, man, he was proven not guilty. You know, it's a whole lot of other people who was proven not guilty or you know, they was found not guilty that we probably was like, oh, no, my man, he did that. Or they didn't have enough evidence that he did it. But you know what I'm saying? The way the court system is for certain people or whatnot, then they got off of it. There's not enough evidence to prove that OJ did that. Just look at how many people got set up by the police or by the prosecutors or whatever and got found guilty, and then later on in life, after they did like 40 or 50 years or whatnot, then he's innocent. You know, it's like, come on, man, don't do that. You know, I'm not gonna hold y'all up like that. I just wanted to put my 2 cents on this and give y'all my opinion on how I feel about this subject about, you know, black people. And just like he said, you know, black people, we the trendsetters. Everybody copy us.
You're goddamn right.
At the end of the day, but don't nobody want to go through what we go through. They want to do the stuff we do, but they don't want to go through. They don't want to feel our pain or whatnot, right? Or they don't want us to talk about our pain. Y'all leave a comment. Tell me what y'all think about this topic. Y'all like, share, subscribe to the channel.
Come on,
it's your man. Y'all already know what it is.
What's up, OG?
To the next video, let's get on talk up out of here. Peace.
OG.